All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for our daily videos. We keep you informed on everything going on in the cryptocurrency space. You're going to like today's video if you want to talk about recent news. You're going to like today's video if you want to talk about what it's going to take for Bitcoin to gain adoption. How do we get from collectible to store of value to medium of exchange to unit of account? Where did we come from and what do we have in store specifically? And you're going to like today's video if you like when we recommend to you must-see videos. See, anybody who's subscribed to our channel for a while knows that when I recommend a video, it is a must-see. And I have one, if not two, for you today. So let's get into it. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey has just become the latest participant in a long list of notable people who are now sending and receiving Bitcoin through Bitcoin's Lightning Network. This is a movement called Lightning Torch, a running game wherein each participant adds a little bit of Bitcoin to a payment, then passes it on to somebody on Twitter that they trust. This is in order to spread awareness about a technology that is widely seen as the future of Bitcoin payments, since through Lightning Network, Bitcoin payments are now fast and highly scalable. So with Dorsey's participation, the payments have now reached roughly 2,860,000 Satoshis, which is worth about $100. And to date, roughly 150 people have taken part in what has become a global movement. So why is this a movement? Why is this so significant? For a couple reasons. Number one, this is a proof of concept for Lightning Network, as in they are proving that different people from all over the world, whether it's different cultures or classes or different walks of life, who are separated by borders and oceans and mountains and valleys, miles and miles apart, can now send and receive real money in seconds without seeking permission from anyone. Number two, the second reason why this is such a big deal is that this is a massive PR movement by the people for the people. Because as each new person agrees to carry the lightning torch, they tweet it out to their hundreds, if not thousands, in many cases millions of Twitter followers saying, hey, look guys, this is the future of money right here. So how did all this happen? Well, a guy named Matt HODL, who hosts a cryptocurrency podcast himself, he had the torch, he was looking to send it out, and he must have just heard Jack talking about Bitcoin on Joe Rogan's podcast. So he tweeted at Jack going, yo, Jack, you ready to carry the torch? Send me an invoice. And Jack accepted. And then Jack tweeted out to his millions of Twitter followers. He says, cool example of Bitcoin Twitter experimenting on the Lightning Network. Torch received, passing it along. Now you can imagine that, since Jack has 4.1 million Twitter followers, this probably, a lot of people were curious, got a lot of questions. Somebody says, Jack, which coin/tokens are you holding? Jack says, I only have Bitcoin. Somebody asked Jack, are you going to buy ETH? Jack said no. Eduardo goes, well, why? Just Bitcoin. Jack goes, Bitcoin is resilient. It is principled. Bitcoin is native to internet ideals, and it's a great brand. I agree with that. Somebody else says, well, how much Bitcoin do you hold? Jack goes, enough. So what do you think about this? Do you think Bitcoin Lightning Torch is a cool little game? I'll tell you what I think. I think this is great. I love this. This is the grassroots movement that Bitcoin needs. I mean, that Bitcoin does not have a marketing team. There is no CEO. There's no offices where they're doing Bitcoin work. It is 100% decentralized, the most decentralized money, the hardest money we have ever had. That means no single point of failure. Bitcoin cannot be shut down. Now, because there's no offices or marketing team, well, how do people know about Bitcoin? It's just through word of mouth, and it's cool things like this that get the word out there. So let's talk about the bigger picture of what this means, because as you know, Jack isn't just the CEO of Twitter. Jack is also the CEO of Square. Now, Square has a Cash App, which at this point I'm pretty sure Cash App is bigger than Venmo. And a Cash App has already integrated Bitcoin into the system. You can buy, you can hold, and you can sell Bitcoin on your Cash App. But Square also has point of sales terminals that they use for many businesses and restaurants, all different kinds, thousands and thousands, millions across the world. I don't think it's too crazy to say that within the next few years, I really see no reason why Jack wouldn't be adding Bitcoin to all their point of sales terminals, because in reality, it'd just be a quick software upgrade. Now, beyond that, I think it is very much possible maybe within the next 5 years, we see Lightning Network integrated as a standard feature within the Twitter app. Next up, let's talk about Bitcoin's path to full global money. So how do we get from where we are right here today to full global adoption? Now, how does anything become money? I've talked about this before. Whether we're talking about shells or beads or even gold, anything in humanity's past, it never just starts off as medium of exchange. It's got to be a collectible, then a store of value, then a medium of exchange, and then, once everybody's using it, then it gets priced in that new money, then a unit of account. And right now, Bitcoin is somewhere between collectible and store of value. Right now, we are here, and this is the chart that I normally show you. Well, now we have a new chart. This one is new and improved, and if this is the first time you've ever seen this chart, this new and improved one, hit the like button. What value, right? So in the orange, you can see things that have happened in our past that helped us get to where we are today. For instance, 2011, WikiLeaks accepts Bitcoin. So while many people, governments, third parties were trying to make it so you couldn't donate to WikiLeaks, they were trying to shut it down, they started accepting Bitcoin. And Bitcoin proved itself as immutable, irreversible, one of the first cases too. And Bitcoin became a digital collectible. 2012, a gluttony of articles came out about Bitcoin, how revolutionary it was, how great it was. Did it have much of a value back then? No, but that didn't stop people from loving it. We go further. You can see in the chart here, speculation that more people will want to buy and hold it. And we saw that in 2013, Bitcoin's first bubble that attracted some real mainstream attention. And then, we survived, we accumulated battle scars, went through some hard forks, never suffered a 51% attack, unlike the alts. Here we are right here today, and you can see in the green that this is what we might have to look forward to. And one of the first things you'll notice is that this goes all the way till 2035. And I just want to say, I know everybody wants full global adoption to happen by 2021, but come on, let's be realistic. Hopefully it takes 10, 15 years, right? Because if we just went full global adoption in 2 years, it might be a problem. It might be a massive correction. But let's check out some of the stuff we might have to look forward to as we get to store value, as we get to medium of exchange. 2020, Bitmain ASIC dominance challenged. Okay, besides that, people buy to store unconfiscatable value. So possibly by 2020, people will be realizing that Bitcoin is unconfiscatable. Then by 2021, better and safer exchanges. 2022, mainstream begins to accept Bitcoin. It's here to stay. Widespread retail adoption. Could that happen by 2022? Very possible. Also, first small banks, governments begin holding Bitcoin in reserves. And that would prove itself as a store of value. As we get into 2023, start to compete with precious metals and commodity markets in market cap. 2025, people feel safe spending because the parabolic phases are over. 2026, Lightning Network and better wallets exist that hide complex info. It's as easy to use as Venmo. This happened with the internet boom, right? This is like right now it's like we are here. This is 1994 of the internet bubble where everything's kind of clunky, but by 2026, man, it's going to be easier than ever. Also, more stable than the S&P 500. Okay, so we're no longer going through these huge, massive price rises and falls. We're stabling out. 2027, mass mainstream spending of Bitcoin means incredible liquidity and enhanced price stability. Also, Bitcoin logo is known as well as McDonald's. 2029, Bitcoin price is less volatile than the US and fiat. That'd be something. 2030, the world has never seen a more stable asset. And then 2035, all major banks use Bitcoin to transfer between fiat values. What do you guys think? Very possible, right? All right. Last but certainly not least, my 2 video recommendations. Now this one is the most important. This is by a YouTuber called Mr. Christoph. Don't know much about him. I've seen a couple of his videos. Seems like a pretty knowledgeable guy. I'm going to subscribe to him. but you need to watch this whole video, and this will give you hope again in this bear market. So you got to watch all 13 of these minutes, but he basically goes and talks about over-the-counter trading markets and how Bitcoin is being bought in different areas of the globe. And this over-the-counter trading isn't showing up in on exchanges or in CoinMarketCap. And if it ever is priced in to CoinMarketCap, then the price of Bitcoin would be a lot higher. So watch this whole video. Trust me, man, it's a really good video. Make sure you tell them Altcoin Daily sent you. And then finally, this is just a pretty cool thing. It's by a guy called BTC Sessions. And I don't know about you, but obviously we know about the Trezor, we know about the Ledger, we know about cold storage options. But what about some of the best hot wallets for Bitcoin? Basically, in this video, he goes through and shows you step by step this hot wallet for Bitcoin. And as far as I can tell, it's a really good one if you wanted to carry some Bitcoin on your phone, a reliable device. So definitely go and check out that stuff. Take a quick look at Bitcoin's price. Right now we are trading at under 3,370. And you can see we're getting closer and closer to the 200-week moving average, farther and farther down this downwards channel. All right, what else? You want to take a look at Twitter real quick? Feel free to follow us on Twitter at Altcoin Daily IO, Altcoin Daily IO, Crypto BTC Chris, two YouTubers I respect. Can either of you review ADA? Oh, hell yeah. This person likes it. All right, I guess that's it. Thank you guys very much. I will see you tomorrow.